Welcome back to the Figure Drawing Lowdown mini course, where I'll help you discover if figure drawing is right for you and how to go about it like a pro. This is the second video in the figure drawing course, and whether you've been drawing for many years, but often still feel like you're just faking it, like I did back when I was in art school, or if you just picked up a pencil for the very first time and want some guidance on how to get to a place where you can draw anything with confidence, then you're in the right place. I'm Carolyn Peters, and I've been teaching classical drawing and painting skills to artists like you inside of top art colleges and on my own since 2008. I'm also the owner of Kira Studios, where it's my mission to connect and reconnect artists to their creative voice through classical drawing fundamentals without them having to enroll in four-year programs. I get what it feels like to want to express yourself in a way that's true to you, while feeling limited by your skills and confused by how to improve them without turning into some teacher's clone. I've gone through many classes myself. I was taught intricate techniques that worked when the teacher was around, but once I'd be on my own, I still wouldn't know how to draw what I envisioned. I know what it feels like to guiltily pull out a photo to copy from because you just don't know any other way. So I want to thank you for trusting me to help you and for watching these videos. Now, if you've missed the first video, I want you to hit pause and go back because what you're learning today is building on our understanding of the previous lesson. In it, we covered why figure drawing is such a great practice and how it'll help you become a more confident artist. If you don't understand why it works, you'll lack the deep understanding of its benefits, and this will make it likely that you'll drop the practice before it can even have an impact on you. So if you haven't watched it yet, hit pause right now. There should be a link below this video to video number 1. And once you've seen it, you can come on back over. Trust me, I know what I'm doing and why I'm structuring this class this way. Now, in this video, I want to clear the confusion about if there's a certain method that's better to begin with than any other, and which to pick for yourself. This lesson is important because if we just blindly jump into a figure drawing session and draw whatever we feel like, it may feel fun for a while, but I promise you soon enough you'll feel frustrated for not improving and aimless because you don't know what to aspire to next. So let's begin by looking at some famous figure drawing methods you may already be familiar with and what their benefits are. There's the Loomis method, the Riley method, the industrial design method, the Atelier site-size method, the Bridgman or the Hogarth method, and many more. You can probably tell there's a lot to choose from. Luckily, I'll make this really simple for you, and you'll know right away which one will be right for you, regardless of what name is attached to it. Aside from all these names that I just mentioned, the main distinction is one that most people forget about, and it's this. Is it an observational-based or a construction-based method? Meaning, is it a method that gathers information for the drawing based solely on direct observation, or does it construct the figure from the inside out? Let's begin with the observational method first. The observational method sets itself up as direct side-by-side comparison of model to drawing. It's training the artist's eye for accuracy by looking at the figure in relationship to plumb lines, angles, levels, and by using measuring tools. This way of drawing will greatly improve your visual perception, especially when it comes to tone. But it will always have you depend on having a model in front of you, and the model setup is quite involved in order to control the lighting just so, and your position to the model as well. The construction-based drawing method, on the other hand, it teaches you to build a figure from the inside out. Yes, it also begins with having a model in front of you, but it immediately starts with an analytical approach, distilling the action created by the skeleton out first, and then gradually fleshing the drawing out with an understanding of shapes, 3D forms, and anatomy. This method trains you to imagine what the figure looks like three-dimensionally, and it has two huge benefits. It'll train you to draw from imagination and to infuse your drawings with more life and clarity. Now, with both ways of drawings, there are several formulas that have been created by famous instructors like Andrew Loomis or Frank Riley, who then gave their names to these methods. These formulas, they're memorizable and will yield consistent results once mastered. And like any formula, their main limitation is that they're just that. They're another person's shortcut. It's super useful in getting from point A to point B, but it's limiting in getting to one's own style or expression. So what are you supposed to do with that? Here's how understanding this distinction will help you. It'll help you pick your starting point out right, so that you feel confident in it and inspired by it. And so you won't feel like the shiny object syndrome is calling you and where you're hopping from one approach to the other, wondering if this is the right one or if there would be a different one that's better. So your next step is to look at all of these methods out there, Google them, and decide two things. Which one resonates with you the most? Meaning, what look do you enjoy? And number two, what's your ultimate goal? If your goal is to draw from imagination, then pick a construction-based method. If it's to draw highly rendered drawings, then use the academic approach. A word of caution though, these methods, they're best used in combination with each other. Observation will infuse your inventions with the needed life and detail. Construction will free you, though, from being limited to working from life all the time. Chances are that once you'll get going with your studies, your understanding of figure drawing and its tradition will grow, and so will your goals. Yet, we need a starting point though, right? So pick yours, and you can always adjust your studies as your understanding of the practice increases. The important point is to get started and to keep going. So again, your action item for today is to research the different methods that I presented and reach them a little bit further. In the workbook, you'll find searchable keywords that'll help you get a taste for each method's style. Look at them all and decide which one resonates with you and what drawing goals you have. And if you haven't downloaded the workbook yet, be sure to do so. There is space for your own notes in there and a summary of the lesson's main points. In the next lesson, I'll share with you all the practical tips on how to set up your practice space, what tools to use, and where to find models, and also what type of drawings you should be creating. Too many times we get frustrated because of the mistakes we make in the way we set ourselves up when we draw, or because of the types of drawings we try to create in the time we have. This is really easy to avoid, and I can't wait to get you from feeling like you're always running out of time and never able to put everything in your drawing in the way that you want, to feeling cool and calm and collected because your tools and your plans are working for you rather than against you. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and share it with a friend. It's easier to keep going down the creative path if you have a few people pulling in the same direction as you. But for now, leave me a comment on one of my social media accounts and get started on deciding which drawing method will make a good starting point for you, and I'll see you in the next video.